Clippers beat the Mavs 120-111. Kawhi drops 30 points. James Harden had 17 points, 11 assists. Clippers are now on a 9-game winning streak since James Harden got inserted into the starting lineup. Russ says, I understand the definition of true sacrifice. And Russ, you are absolutely right. Because I'm not so sure a whole lot of guys with your medals and medallions and trophies and accolades was going to be as receptive as going to the bench and having their minutes reduced like they did as you have been.
Man, like we have to really sit back and think how we judge our athletes, right?
Right.
You know, because how they play the game. Russ played with that chip on his shoulder, the triple-double. You know, the way he played, the way he carried himself, he became a villain to the point where they made the triple-double irrelevant because he was doing it.
Yes.
Just patting his stats. Yeah, he's hustling, getting rebounds, and we don't like it. Like it's rebounding. That's the effort, right? That's the effort thing. To the point where we called him selfish. But when you listen to all the players that he played with, he was the most unselfish guy. I don't know if you ever heard that story about Pat Bev, right? You know, him and Pat Bev was and Pat Bev's sister was trying to get in the game and she didn't have seats. Pat Bev forgot to leave her seats. So Russell gave his enemy sister front row tickets. Gave us, hey, you can have my people's not coming. You can sit front row in my seats, right? So when Pat Bev was at the free throw line, Russell was like, hey, your sister's front row, I gave her my seats. And Pat Bev like, and then he had to process what he said. Like, wait, what? He looked over, seen his sister's front row, and then had to think him after the game. That's Russell, right? So what Russell did was
that's who he is.
Right? He wants to win at all costs. Just sometimes you just don't like the approach. And I think that when he went to LA, we're not going to talk bad on LeBron. AD just won a championship, so he was untouchable. So we're looking at the person that we can blame. But that was the only person who was holding the ship. That year, he was the only person who played 75 games, and we blamed him for the downfall. And I think he just got a bad rap for himself.
I agree. And, you know, look, the Laker fans are different because they have a level of expectation, Gil. Mm-hmm. And they know, and they don't care what you've done elsewhere. Mm-hmm. He got those triple doubles, and he was an MVP in OKC, and he got triple doubles in Washington, and he played really well alongside James Harden. And when he didn't come and give them those numbers for the Lakers, they didn't care that he was homegrown. Mm-hmm. And because you have to understand the level of greatness that they expect. When you think of Lakers, you see all those monuments out front. You see all those jersey numbers that's hanging up. That's what these fans expect. Homegrown or not.
Homegrown or not.
You remember, and I know you remember this, Gil, when LeBron first got here and they tried to put up murals, they cover them up. Nope, we're not doing that. Because he got those MVPs and he got those championships elsewhere. He got all these accolades elsewhere. Until he does something in the purple and gold, we're not going to accept him.
And that is fact. Still, Laker fans is like,
no,
we're on the fence still.
Because the thing is that they look at LeBron as an adversary to Kobe. Mm-hmm. And anybody that could possibly threaten Kobe, that's a no-go. Kobe is God to the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Nobody, not Magic, not Kareem, not Shaq, not Wilt, not Mike, not anybody, not Elgin Baylor, not Jerry West, Kareem, nobody is on the level of Kobe in a Laker uniform because they saw a 17-year-old boy come here, mature, grow, and they saw every step of the way. Nobody is going to replace Kobe. Nobody. It ain't going to happen.
He was the American dream, right? When we think American dream, when we think of the movies we love, right? We have the guy start off as a hero, gets dropped down from that hero stature and then build himself back to that hero stature, right? That's Kobe. That's what Kobe did, right? No other star did that. When Jordan was Jordan.
Yes.
Magic was Magic.
Right.
They didn't go here, fall here, and say, I'm going back to the mountain. And that's why Laker fans would never say Kobe is not the greatest Laker ever. He did something that we can identify with.
Right. Because you know what? He's human.
Yeah.
He's human. And I think everybody likes, like, man, there's frailty. There's human frailties. And when we see our superstars, and sometimes it's almost like, you go to the top and then you fall down, and then we're going to do everything we can to push you back up because we don't believe you should have failed anyway. Yeah. Somebody tripped you up. And so what we're going to do is that we're going to pick you back up in a hurry and run you back up to the proper place that we believe you should have been all along. So it's going to be tough. Luka franchise record of 11 consecutive games with at least 30 points ended. He came up with 28. I think he had a triple-double, 28, 10, and 11, if I'm not mistaken. This was also the 6th straight game that Kyrie missed with a bruised heel. I just don't know how far this team can go without Kyrie. I don't really know how far can they do you see, obviously, the Clippers, and I talked to Ty Lue. I saw Ty Lue the other day and had a good conversation with him, and he's like, yeah, we figuring this thing out. We're gonna be a tough out now with it. Hey. So I had a great conversation with him. But when I look at the Mavericks, how far can they realistically go?
Not far. Like, man, Luka's good. Luka's good, man. Like, he's never had an actual contending team, but it makes it look like they got something going on. Like, his teams has been some trash. But his dominance individually has made people really think Mavs is a playoff team.
They got a chance.
They got a chance, right? He's been doing a number on the Clippers. So I know the Clippers is like, whoa, finally.
He didn't get 40. He didn't get 40, 17, and 12.
We finally got a team that we could just beat Luka. So the fact that, the Clippers did win. You know what? I was going to call them Flippers, but I think they've earned their name a little bit. I think they earned a little clip in it.
I've been impressed.
A little clip in it. Like, Daryl got I think Clipper Daryl need to stay away because as
long as he keep him and Marcellus Wiley, as long as they stop talking, the Clippers do very well. Y'all bad luck. Leave him alone.
Yeah, so with Kyrie out, they have no chance. But with Kyrie in, they still don't have enough pieces.
I don't believe
they don't.
I don't believe so either. But give the Clippers and it seems like it's a different guy every night. Tonight, Kawhi had it going. I mean, Euro stepping, spinning baseline, dunking. The other night it was James Harden. We see Paul George hit the game winner, and seemingly it's a different guy every night. Norman Powell has been sensational over the last 6-7 games. We know Terrence Mann is going to be all hustle. He can knock down some big shots. Russ is going to come in and give you energy. Even Amir Coffey came in and hit some big shots tonight. Zubas didn't finish the game. He really rarely does, but he's going to, what he is. He's going to hustle for you, get you some putbacks, get you some offensive rebounds. Yeah, they look good. They're not big, but they look good.
And that's what you need from a superstar team like that, right? Where any given night, one of us can explode.
Yes.
When we're all hitting, we're untouchable.
Unbeatable. Yep.
If 3 of us is on, we're still unbeatable, right? 2, we can still manage it out. Maybe a bench player's coming, but we have enough talent on here. As long as we're playing the right type of basketball,
right,
we should be fine.
The most impressive thing, Kawhi Leonard hadn't missed a game.
Facts.
That's the most impressive thing.
Facts. Right? That part is, and we ain't even giving his flowers for it.
I just had to throw that in. That was like, hey, Kawhi ain't missed the game because normally this time he done got about 7, 8 of them things under his belt.
Hey, listen,
Kawhi saving something. Kawhi was saving Paul George, but Russ is gonna play regardless. James Harden normally plays. The young guys are gonna play because they don't know any better. They just happy. But Kawhi like to save some of his games for the trip home. March, April. Kawhi say, hey, I need to come to the game. Yeah, I'm good to go. But they've been playing well. I've been very impressed with what I saw.